Welcome back to FallingFoxGaming, everybody. I'm your host Blaine, and today we're picking up with a new game on the channel, Dorf Romantik. Now, this game is pretty fantastic. I've played once, I played one game through, just to kind of get the understanding of the game. It's a tile placing game, and here, let me just show you what it is. So, what we are given is a stack of tiles, and each tile is a hex, and we can place it along the hex marks as long as we have a connection point. So things like water and railroad can't connect to nothing, they generally have to connect to something. So in this scenario, we try to match up as many similar parts as we can. So forest with forest, city with city, grass with grass, and so on. Now, there are some things like right on this tile here, how it says 3+. That means in order for this tile to get a bonus, which will give us extra tiles to place down here, we need to make this city have 3 more housing sections on it. So let's just go ahead and place it somewhere simple. I think like this, because then we'll have forest on one side, city on the other. And then our next tile is a whole bunch of forest, which obviously, if we look here, the tile here has 3. 1, 2, 3 facings of forest. This one here has 3 as well, so, or 4 actually. So we automatically complete that, get ourselves some extra tiles, and keep going. Now this one, oh yeah, you can rotate the tiles. I don't know why I didn't really say that ahead of time, but you can. So you can rotate the tiles any way you want. And in this case, we are going to go with something like this guy here to keep this town growing. Or I guess we could go like this. Why does that show red? I've never seen it show red before. That was weird. Let's take a look. If we do something like that, that's a nice fancy piece because then we keep the plains all on one side. And here we go, we got a nice town piece with a whole bunch of town parts to it. And I think realistically any way we do this, it's pretty good. So let's just go ahead and go with, I think I want to do that. Yeah, that's a nice piece right there. Look at that, we got a whole bunch of points for that one. Alright, and then we got a new tile up here. This is farmlands here. Now farmlands is another one similar to these two districts where they actually can have bonuses where there's that little number on top to give us new tiles. So we're going to start the farmlands far away from the plain or the rest of everything else because we want it to grow big. And of course our very first water tile is also our first railroad tile, which are 2 tiles that suck. They basically require water or railroad to be on it, and it can be a pain in the butt to make them work together. Now I'm actually going to kind of do something like this because we can maybe turn that town piece here, that section right here, into this town too. So we'll try and just make everything work together because we're nice like that. And if we do something like that, we already can complete this tile. Now I kind of want to do this because there's a good chance we'll be able to get a tile that has water with a section of housing on it. So I think this would be a really effective way to do this. So let's do that. That was a good piece. That was worth 100 points placing down. So the whole point of this game is to get the high score. That's it. So, and then there are challenges. I haven't actually tried to complete a single one. I have accidentally completed a few of them, but in general, I haven't. So this one, oh, big forest. Okay, so this one wants 44 pieces of forest. So that's quite a lot for the beginning here, but by the end, if you keep going with like one forest direction, like that's very easy to get actually. I think we'll do something like that. I kind of want to separate the forest from the town if I can. And there we go. We have a water district, and I think I'm just going to plop that right there to separate it immediately. And then now we have farmland and woods, which will work pretty good. Something like that there. So then we can maybe connect this forest with each other. Oops, same thing. Actually, it's very similar. Kind of want to do like that. Stupid water pieces. Water pieces like this are the worst, where it has one thing on one side and the same thing on the other side of the water, because now I gotta try and figure out how to make this work together. And this closes off that section. Dang it, this is not a good piece. I do not like this piece at all. I might use this as a throwaway piece and actually just kind of toss it over here, just to kind of get it away from the rest of the tiles because it's water. Yeah, I don't like the water pieces, so we're just going to do something like that. could close this forest off now and call this forest good, and then add on to this little town area here that wants 11 pieces of town. Or we could try and be extra creative and make it so this town is now connecting to, oh, it wants 11 exactly. Oh, okay, that's a new tile type that I need to explain. So this one has a little house symbol here that doesn't have a plus next to it. That means it actually has to have 11 exactly, so 11 house pieces exactly. So we're actually going to put this over here because we can't make it work with this town, and I don't actually want to end this forest just yet. So we're going to go ahead and just plop that guy down there. And this forest piece wants 102 forests. That is massive. So we don't have access to that yet, or the capability of making that work yet. But we can actually finish off this water piece here, or this little section, this corner over here, and then we can start a new forest this way in case we can't find a good one for over here. Because the only way I want to do anything over here is if I get a full, pretty much an entire full woods piece here, because I want to make sure all of that is connected, which I can't do with that piece. So we're going to go ahead and move this piece down over here. So the entire thing with this game is a pretty chill game. Now, I'm making a lot of mistakes, primarily because I'm not paying like super duper close attention to what I'm doing. I'm playing just to kind of keep the game going. Now, if you want to play slow, you can get incredibly high scores. I'm obviously not doing that, so I'm not optimizing these games to be as good as they could be. I'm just playing to kind of have fun and to kind of show you guys the game. Now, I do want to stress that if you're better than me, take your time. You could definitely do a better job than me. I am just kind of plopping pieces down left and right here without a care in the world of how it happens. Just send it back that way. Boop, boop. Have fun. I do like the little train. That's pretty great, though. Look at it. Choo-choo. Choo-choo. And the boat, too. Choo-choo. Okay. Back to the game. I'm starting to notice that my pieces have been kind of crap lately. Guess we'll just close off that piece, because why not? Final woods piece, yeah, no chance of that. Damn. Well, oh, nope. Well, there it is, everybody. Dwarf Romantik. Now, I just got my high score, 6,750. That's game 2. I don't think that's too bad. My first game was like 5,800 or something, so I did progress a little bit, got a little bit better. There's still a lot of things I don't know about the game, exact combos and whatnot, but as you guys can see, it's a pretty fun game. For the most part, it's a pretty chill game. If you take your time with this game, it's a lot more fun than I probably just had, because I was a little bit stressed out at some points, and in all honesty, this is a great just kind of hang out and play the game, like chill game. Yeah, so that's going to be all for this time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.